What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about the sneaker releases for the month of March, as well as some upcoming sneaker releases for 2023. We even have a first look at the Jordan 4 Pine Green SBs. So grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's get right into it. What's going on, guys, and welcome to Trending 101. I'm your host Vega, and today we're going to be talking about the sneaker releases for the month of March. And like always, I'm going to tell you whether you should cop or pass. That way you get a better idea of how I'm feeling about the sneakers. But before we get right into that, let's go ahead and talk about some sneaker trending news that are happening right now. The first thing that I want to talk about is the Jordan 4 Pine Green SB. This is set to be releasing on March 17 in your local skate shop. So make sure that you give them a call to see if they have some type of raffle going on. But if not, they're also going to be releasing on March 20th in the Nike sneakers app for $225. Now keep in mind, this is $15 more than your regular Jordan 4, and it's because of the following. This information was given by Tuxedo America via Twitter, basically highlighting all of the information about the Jordan 4 SB. I highlighted three that I feel that are the best ones, which is the sole is thinner at the forefoot to increase board feel. That is pretty good. The tongue includes more padding than the standard Jordan 4, and that is kind of expected on all SBs as well. And the outsole has gum sections for increased grip. Definitely need it if you are skateboarding with this sneaker, but I feel that this sneaker looks very good. I talked about it last month. I also mentioned that I like the color blocking because it is like the Military Force color blocking. Instead of the blue, we have the green, and I also like the fact that it has a gum sole. So are you going to be copying a pair? Do you like them? Do you not? Comment down below. Alright, guys, let's go ahead and talk about the sneaker releases for the month of March. And like always, I'm going to tell you whether you should cop or pass. That way you get a better idea of how I feel about the sneakers. Now, as far as release dates, take that with a grain of salt. And the first thing that I want to do is basically talk about those sneakers that are going to release this month, but we don't have official release dates. Again, take that with a grain of salt. The first one up is the Air Max 1 Big Bubble. This is such a gorgeous sneaker. I love the original Air Max 1 OG color blocking colorway, which is the same as this. Now, as far as the Big Bubble, I am not really a big fan, and I get it. This is Tinker Hatfield's original drawing inspiration. I get that. However, the Big Bubble is not my cup of tea, but I do like it. Now, the more I think about it, I probably would get it to kind of give my OG Air Max 1s a little bit of a break because it is my favorite Air Max 1. I also like the packaging on this as well. The box is really nice, and the more I think about it, I think this is definitely a cop. The next sneaker that I want to talk about is the New Balance 990 V3 in this black tan colorway, set to be releasing this month for $200. These are very clean. This black tan colorway, the materials, as you can see, look very promising, buttery smooth, very nice color blocking. My only issue with this is that it's black tan, and I wish that these would have came out in the fall time. We're entering springtime, and I'm kind of over the whole neutral tones. I kind of want to add more color popping to my outfits, so it's not something that I'm gonna rock right now. And why am I gonna buy something now to basically rock it all the way in fall time? So just because of that reason, the sneaker is clean though, but just because of that reason, for me, for right now, I'm gonna say is a pass. Up next, we have another Air Max 1 to talk about. This specific month is going to be crazy for Air Max 1, especially that this is the 35th anniversary. But right now, we have the Baltic Blue for $160, set to be releasing this month, of course. I feel that this screams right up the grip Sean Wotherspoon vibes. It reminds me of the sneaker that he had next after the Sean Wotherspoons that he originally dropped to come up, but for some reason they didn't drop. Maybe I have that story mess up, or maybe it was a family exclusive. Either way, it reminds me of the sneaker that you see in the screen. And I feel that this sneaker looks very, very clean. I feel that this is one of those sneakers that in 5 to 10 years, it's gonna have more value because it is very unique with that nice corduroy material. I feel that the sneaker looks very clean, very easy to wear now for spring and summertime. Now with so many releases happening this month, not only from Nike but other companies, you only have enough money for certain things and you gotta get picky. Then there's shock drops, then there's restocks. So unless you have unlimited funds, good for you. But for me, I'm gonna say for right now, it's a pass. The next sneaker that I want to talk about already released by the time this video gets uploaded, but this is the LeBron James Nike Air Max 1 Liverpool. Again, another Air Max 1. It released originally on March 4th for $180. I believe that there's many pairs still available on the Nike sneakers app. So if you like these, make sure to check them out. However, the first thing is that the $180 price is a little bit steep, because it doesn't really have nothing special. Sure, the color blocking is nice. I probably will get them at the Nike outlet, but not for $180. So for that reason, I'm gonna go ahead and say pass. Up next, we have another Air Max 1. This time is the Air Max 1 Shima. This is set to be releasing on March 10th for $160. Very clean pair of sneakers right here, man. Love the color blocking, love that brown, gray, white that they have going on. Love the fact that they take out the Nike logo in the tongue area and put some Japanese letters to match the theme even better. I love when Nike does that. It makes the shoe even more unique, and I feel that sneakers like this later on are worth much more. And for me, especially being that this is like Air Max month pretty much, and it is the 35th anniversary, this is a must cop for all Air Max 1 lovers. And for that reason, for me, it's a cop. Up next, we have another Air Max, but this time is the Air Max 97 in the gold bullet colorway. This actually released already on March 7th by the time this video gets uploaded, and is $185. This sneaker is classic, timeless. It is one of those sneakers that you gotta have in your collection, especially if you are a new sneakerhead. Air Max 97s, if you're gonna get two colorways, it has to be this one and the silver bullet. They're not getting a lot of love in 2023 and 2022, you know, when the silver bullet actually released, or did they release this year? Either way, they're not getting a lot of love, and I feel that it is sad. It is a sad moment for sneaker days and sneaker years and sneaker history for that matter. Moment of silence. All jokes aside, I do feel that this sneaker is very nice to have in any sneaker collection. However, me personally, I already have the Air Max 97 Gold Bullet from the last time that they dropped, like 4 or 5 years ago. It is still in good condition, so I don't see myself spending more money for another pair. So for only that reason, I still feel that you should cop, but me personally, I'm gonna say pass. Up next, we have the Jordan 2 Low UNC2 Chicago, or UNC2 Shy, and this already dropped on March 8th for $150. Man, there's a lot of sneakers that drop in the beginning. Sorry about that, but I still gotta give it to you because it is the month of March. Either way, $150. This is a woman exclusive, but I feel that men can easily rock this. Clean colorway for the spring and the summertime, with predominantly the sneaker being white with a little bit of red, a little bit of that baby blue UNC color, and that nice sail midsole. I'm not really a big fan of Jordan 2s. However, the Jordan 2 Low, in my opinion, looks better than the high. Would I go out of my way to cop it? No. So for that reason, I'm gonna go ahead and say pass. Speaking of more unique sneakers, we have the Clot Nike Cortez in the Bruce Lee colorway. This is set to be releasing on March 10th for $140. As far as that March 10th date, it's more for juicestore.com, not the Nike sneakers app. I don't have the release date for the Nike sneakers app just yet, but this is one of those pairs that you can rock if you want to, but for me, it's more of a display piece, more of that art type of format that you want to just, you know, showcase, display in your house, or put like a glass case over it, especially if you are into martial arts, Bruce Lee, etc. I have sneakers that already do that for me, and although I really like this sneaker, I don't have unlimited funds, guys. So for me, for right now, although it's a clean sneaker, it's a pass. Another sneaker that already released is the Tiffany Nike Air Force 1. This already dropped on March 7th for $400. I already talked about this sneaker enough in my last video. I talked about the fact that it was lazy, the execution was not there, the price is too much, And I get it, it's not for me. It's more for those high fashion buyers that love Gucci, Louis, Christian Dior, all of that. I get that. However, I feel that the sneaker itself is just too plain. If they would have a little bit more, I don't know, if they would have tried more, kind of like the friends and family pair, I feel that that one would have been better for the general public, and maybe the friends and family keep it like this one, you know? At the end of the day, man, for me, it's just a pass. Up next, we have the Jordan 1 Skyline set to be releasing on March 18th for $180. To me, this is more of that under the radar release. No one's really talking about this sneaker. I don't know why. Maybe the date changed, or maybe nobody really cares with all the sneakers that are dropping this month. But it is a clean pair of kicks, man. I really like the mismatched theme that they have going on that represents the colors of the skies, you know, maybe from a dark blue all the way to a kind of pinkish salmon color from one point of the shoe to the other. From like the front to the back is different, and then in the other shoe the front to the back is different. I feel that this is a very clean pair of sneakers. It is a canvas material. If you like all of these color blockings and you like the whole what the theme, this is kind of catered to you. Me, on the other hand, I'm okay without them, so for that reason I'm gonna say pass. Now we have the heavy hitter of the month, and that is the Jordan 3 Reimagined, set to be releasing on March 11th for $210. What can I say that hasn't been said about the sneaker? Clean, versatile, greatness when you think about it. It has a bunch of history. Honestly, if you don't even care about the Jordan history and you care about streetwear, you could easily rock this. This is a very easy to wear sneaker, which by the way, I did a video on, and I basically showcase 3 outfits that are easy to wear for spring and summer. So check out the link somewhere there. Either way, guys, I feel that this is a must cop, and I already copped because I already got an exclusive access, which thank God Nike gave me exclusive access finally. So yeah, it's a must cop. All right, so we have another heavy hitter this month, probably the second heavy hitter of the month, which is the Jordan 4 Pine Green SB. This is set to be releasing on March 21st for $225. I already talked about this sneaker in the beginning of the video. I talked about it last month. I do like it. I love the color blocking. I love when Jordan releases different colors than the black, red, white that they typically do. So when they release a sneaker that is a little bit different than they normally release, like green, for example, I pay attention because those sneakers tend to do well also on the resale market. But I'm not here to tell you whether you should resell or not. I'm going to tell you whether I would cop or pass. So I am going to say cop. However, before I let you go, it's because I want to see them in hand before I commit. So I want to play it safe, and I'm going to go ahead and say cop. Next, we have the Nike LeBron 1 in the Air Zoom generation. This is set to be releasing on March 21st for $180. This is pretty much the classic OG colorway that first dropped. If you don't have a pair of this and you're a LeBron head, you probably gotta go get this, especially now that he is the all-time scoring leader. I feel that that's gonna add more value, maybe a little bit of more hype. I don't know how much hype, especially in this whole sneaker market that we're in right now, but being that it's $180, I feel that this sneaker could go either way as far as selling out. But if you're a LeBron fan and you want a piece of history, then you should cop, even though that the price is a little steep. Don't take your chances. So for me, I'm gonna say cop for history purposes. In this part of the video, I like to go over some of the sneaker leaks that we have so far and go over the images, that way you know what to expect later on this year. The first sneaker is the Jordan 1 Low Black Toes. These are rumored to be releasing on July 28th. And I'm not really a fan of the black toe colorway. What? Yes, I'm not a fan of the black toe colorway. Don't kill me. I'd rather have the Chicagos. I'd rather have the Breads. Just saying. And it gets me excited for those reasons, because now we could probably see other colorways, you know. And for the most part, when Jordan brand or Nike does that, they release one to test it out and then they start dropping the other colors. So I'm excited for that reason. And I also rather have this OG cut better. It's a little bit lower. We have the Nike branding in the tongue area instead of the Jumpman. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. Do you guys care about Jordan 1 lows anymore? Let me know down below. The next sneaker leak, although it's not really just a sneaker, is a bunch of sneakers, and I'm talking about the Jordan Summer Preview. We have 16 pairs that Jordan brand is gonna drop throughout the summertime, and I'm not gonna talk about all of them because I don't really care about all of them. However, these are my favorite pairs, which is the Jordan Wash Black. I like this one, I just don't know why they're calling it a wash black when it looks more like a dark gray. But either way, it looks pretty clean. I also like that sail midsole. The Jordan 1 low elephant print. This sneaker, I already talked about it last month in a sneaker leak, I believe. And it's very clean. It grew on me even more. And it's also very versatile. I also like the Jordan 3 Lucky Green. Looks very clean. You already know how I feel about green Jordans. And Jordan 4 Thunders. These are a must. I've been wanting a pair of these damn sneakers since like 2010. So like this is one that I really gotta get. As far as all the other sneakers, probably the next, let's say 14 out of the 16, I really don't care as much, except the ones that I just mentioned, of course. But either way, are you guys excited to see all of these sneakers? What are you getting? Comment down below. That's pretty much it for this episode of Trending 101. I wish you nothing but the best if you're trying to cop a pair of sneaker releases. Although it is a little bit hard to get sneakers, the market is different, and I feel that if you do your due diligence, you're definitely going to get what you want. Or at the end, you might have to pay resale, but the market is so down right now that the resale might be $20-$30 more, and you could get the sneaker that you want. Either way, guys, I hope you found it entertaining. I hope that you found it informative. If you haven't done it by now, go ahead and hit subscribe. Smash the like button. It really does mean a lot. And also hit that bell. That way you get notified every single time I drop a video. Also, if you're not doing so, follow me on Instagram at CarlosVega101. I'm always dropping the date and time of my videos, and it's just a good little way of keeping up with me as well. With that being said, till next time, peace.